The moment gamers across the world have been waiting for is finally here. At Technology Review, we got our hands on the brand new Nintendo Switch 2, a console that's been cloaked in mystery and anticipation for years. Today, we're diving into a full unboxing experience and giving you our raw, first impressions of what could be Nintendo's most advanced console ever. The packaging of the Switch 2 might not shock returning Nintendo fans. It maintains a design language familiar from previous generations like the OLED model. But when you actually lift the lid, everything inside screams next-gen in terms of color, materials, and even layout. The Switch 2 comes bundled in a clean and compact setup, though this version doesn't include a preloaded game. What you're paying for here is hardware refinement, and potentially a gateway to Nintendo's biggest digital shift yet. Starting with the screen itself, the updated main console looks sleeker, sturdier, and more substantial. Nintendo hasn't officially commented on the display specs in this unboxing unit, but it's visually larger than the OLED Switch, likely pushing past 7.5 inches diagonally. It's bright, vibrant, and seems to have an improved viewing angle, which becomes crucial when you're using tabletop mode with friends. Next, the Joy-Cons in this version are eye-catching. Nintendo has gone with a striking new combo, vivid orange on one side, a bold blue on the other. These are not just recolored versions of old hardware. Right from the first click, the Joy-Cons feel more premium. Their grip is softer and more textured, improving long session comfort. They also seem slightly larger, giving gamers with bigger hands a better ergonomic fit. Not to mention, the magnetic attachment has been upgraded. Connecting the Joy-Cons now feels smoother and more precise with a satisfying magnetic snap. The new dock is where the transformation really shines. Compared to the original and OLED model, the Switch 2's dock has undergone a major redesign. It features a visible fan, something absent in past iterations, pointing toward better thermal regulation, a potential necessity given the likely boost in hardware performance. Heat management appears to be front and center in Nintendo's approach this time around. Ports on the dock include USB slots positioned externally for easier access. You also have an HDMI output, an Ethernet port for stable wired connections, and of course, USB-C for power. Everything is placed with accessibility in mind, making docked use a breeze. The build of the dock also feels more refined, lighter but sturdy, and definitely more ventilated. Underneath the main console, you'll find updated features as well. The kickstand, a notorious weak spot in earlier models, has been entirely redesigned. It's now wider, sturdier, and adjustable. That means better tabletop gameplay for everyone, from solo players to groups crowded around a table. The angles can be easily shifted to your comfort level, making it feel more like a premium tablet than a mere gaming handheld. Booting up the console brings you to the familiar Nintendo setup screen, but it's apparent immediately that the operating system has been visually refined. Menus are snappier, transition smoother, and initial setup faster. You can pair the Joy-Cons quickly via magnetic snap or use them in detached mode. Setup steps include language selection, region settings, internet connectivity, and even an option to transfer data from your old Switch. One of the biggest upgrades might not be hardware, but how Nintendo is approaching games and software this generation. As we explored the settings and menus, we encountered a feature many weren't expecting: virtual game cards. This unique hybrid approach blends physical and digital game distribution. Here's how it works. When you buy a game card, you may receive a physical chip that doesn't hold the full game, but instead a digital license. Once you insert this into the console, it downloads the complete game using the embedded code. The massive benefit here is flexibility. These game licenses can reportedly be shared with friends or family members without Nintendo's previously restrictive family account or time-limited game-sharing systems. It's a subtle yet significant move that seems designed to both curb secondhand sales and empower gamers to share more easily across multiple consoles. You still get the joy of owning something tangible, but with the seamless distribution model of digital media. Another cool touch is the UI enhancements. The eShop has been rebuilt with faster scrolling, quicker searches, and more curated sections. The home screen includes widgets for quick access to your album, game sharing tools, and news. Even minor details like the console's startup chime and theme music feel refreshed, giving you that clean slate excitement only a new console can offer. The tactile experience of detaching and reattaching Joy-Cons, moving through the menus, and navigating the OS all feel polished. Even the home button has a more responsive feel than previous models. It's clear Nintendo focused on refining the little things, ensuring the moment-to-moment experience is as enjoyable as the games themselves. One of the most promising things about the Switch 2 is its potential future-proofing. From the advanced dock to Joy-Cons that seem built to handle more complex input, this is a system ready for next-gen Nintendo titles. While we didn't receive a game with this unboxing version, game demos and full reviews will be rolling out soon, and we'll be testing the performance and graphics to see how far this handheld console hybrid has come. Nintendo's messaging is clear. This isn't just a slight bump over the OLED model. The Switch 2 looks and feels like a major leap in design, comfort, and usability. Whether it can keep up with the growing demands of AAA gaming is yet to be seen, but all signs point to this being Nintendo's most ambitious hardware release in a long time. If you're wondering whether to upgrade from your current Switch, our full performance reviews are coming. But if first impressions matter, the Switch 2 has already set a strong tone. Every button press, every screen transition, every hardware touchpoint oozes polish and consideration. Nintendo may not chase raw performance metrics like Sony or Microsoft, but when it comes to building hardware that feels inviting, inclusive, and innovative, they might just be leading again. There's more to explore, especially when it comes to games. With titles like Metroid Prime 4, the new Mario Kart, and the next Zelda installment rumored to fully utilize the new system's features, there's no doubt Nintendo is aiming to evolve its software to match this slick new hardware. And if early rumors of backward compatibility and exclusive eShop features are true, then longtime Nintendo fans have a lot to be excited about. We'll dive deeper into gameplay performance, controller latency, screen comparisons, and online features in our next deep dive reviews right here on Technology Review. Until then, this has been your first real-world look at the Nintendo Switch 2. It's more than just a sequel, it's a redefinition of the Switch era. So if you're a gamer, tech enthusiast, or just someone curious about Nintendo's next chapter, stay tuned. Subscribe to Technology Review for in-depth hands-on testing, side-by-side comparisons, and our signature brutally honest takes on the latest in tech.